if you're currently stuck, maybe try this. This is a different type of schedule that might sound a bit crazy at first, but may actually be what you need to get out of your rut, or maybe not really necessarily rut, but just lack of progress. Okay, so here's what you do: set up a monthly goal. So not monthly goal, but a goal for your next month, right? Ideally, if it's something attainable. So if your goal is not something that can be done in a month, like let's say a project that you can actually do, or like a goal that is actually attainable in a month, for example, earn $3,000, or let's say make a video or whatever it is, right? Then this might not be for you. But if you do have some kind of attainable goal that you can actually do in a month, do this. Or maybe in about like 2 weeks to 6 weeks or so. So set up the goal. So for me, that is $3,000 that I have to make in a month. But you need to have some level of urgency for this, some level of desperation for you to actually want to do this. And then what you do is you get a bunch of coffee. Okay, so as long as you can tolerate coffee, it's not like a big problem for you. Get a bunch of coffee in your preferred form. I would suggest just getting a bunch of instant coffee and whatever. Don't get calorical bullshit from Starbucks. Try to make it as healthy as possible. It's going to be consuming a lot of it. Okay, but before this, don't drink coffee for a week. Okay, just listen to me. Don't drink coffee for a week. Then you do this. Fuck your schedule. So if you're trying to fix your schedule, or if your schedule is broken, good news for you. You're not going to need to fix it. So all you're going to need to do is you wake up, you identify a bunch of tasks that you need to do that actually get you closer to your goal. Like whatever you do has to get you as like moving towards the goal as much as possible. And you lay out those tasks like in front of you, okay? Then you work. And then you keep working until you feel either tired, you don't see clearly what the next task should be, or you just don't have any more work to do. Or maybe you need to wait for something, like say you're waiting for a response for someone else. And then you go to sleep. Notice I didn't say what time you should go to sleep. You just go to sleep in one of those cases. And then, oh, by the way, it's currently 3:30 a.m. right now. 3:30 a.m. rather, 3:30. And I'm also caffeinated. I'm going back for my walk, and then I'm going back to grind. So then you sleep, and then you wake up. Whenever you wake up, so just let yourself sleep as much as you need to, and then go back straight to work. But as soon as you wake up, you make yourself some coffee, right, as much as you need to, and then you get to work, right? Now, because of the coffee, especially if you drink a lot, especially if you're sensitive to it like me, your sleep schedule is going to be pushed forward naturally, but you'll have more energy to work. So what's going to happen is that, let's say if you wake up at 8 a.m., then you'll probably end up going to sleep at like midnight maybe, or later. Actually, the first time you probably stay up, right, and you keep working. So then you go to sleep probably like 6 a.m. or so. I know you can't see me right now, but it doesn't matter. And then you go to sleep, and naturally you would wake up like in the middle of the day, and then you do the same thing, and you keep doing it. I think that's not really sustainable, and it's not. I wouldn't tell you to keep doing this forever, but I've been doing this for a week now, and I got a lot more done this way, because I don't really know how to explain this, but when I wake up, only work is on my mind, and I just go to get to work. I don't have anything else in my context. I don't think about like going out or this or when I should eat. I just listen to my needs, and I just do the thing. And basically, work ends up being your actual priority. You just work until you can't, and then you go sleep, and you reset, and you drink coffee, and you work. That's how it is. And I know it sounds weird, but that might be actually the push you need to get what you need. Now, there are, again, as I said, a bunch of requirements to make this work. So you do need to have some level of despair, or not despair, maybe strong desire and desperation. What else? I forgot the word. Like you really may, like frustration maybe, to really reach your goal. If you don't have that, it might not work, because you need some level of pain to really make you push for this. But it really works, especially if you can identify the work that actually gets you results. So let me just give you an example of what I mean by that last point, because that is kind of important. Otherwise, like if you just waste your time, then it's not gonna do anything, obviously. If you're procrastinating and like if you try this for 3-4 days and you're just procrastinating and you're not actually doing the work, then don't do this. It's not gonna work for you. You do need some level of skills and actually learn how to do certain things before doing this. So for example, for me, my goal is to get 3,000 extra basically this month, and like I really need to do it because I really need to move out, because there's some reasons that I mentioned